Evening, boys.
Evening, Sally.
Welcome to The Chatting, your local pubcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Kirk.
I'm Mark.
And I'm the other Mark. 3 pints, Sally. And what are you having?
Oh, I'll have a gin blossom.
Cheers. Off at your mother.
Evening, boys.
Evening, Mark.
How are we doing?
All good, you?
All right, yeah, good, thank you. Yeah. Busy week for us all, wasn't it, this week, all these birthdays?
No.
Very much,
Expensive.
I know.
Yeah, very expensive.
Yeah. Mark, your wife had a birthday as well, didn't she?
She did, and
that you failed to mention last week.
Yeah, I know. Listen, don't remind me. I remembered after we
She
recorded
listened to it, and where's my shout out?
Well, luckily she hasn't listened to it. So,
Right.
What do you mean? She hasn't listened to it.
she's still on episode 3, I think. She's still trying to work out what a shave hook is. But anyway, it was her birthday on the 25th of March. So happy birthday to Aina.
Happy belated, Anna.
Yes. So
Wow.
How weird is it
what's that?
that all 4 of us have got wives that have all got a birthday within a week of each other?
It's mental,
Oh,
isn't
no.
it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a bit weird.
That is mental.
What's the
So was
chances?
it was Daisy's birthday?
Daisy's birthday,
4 days after Gemma's?
Yeah.
And Ella's?
Yeah. And
Weird.
so literally within about a week, all 4 of our wives have their birthday.
Absolutely mental.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
And we never knew it.
No,
We've not really picked up on it, have we?
No.
It's only from sat here doing this.
So we've got like a lot in common in terms of what we like, with these sorts of things, doing podcasts and messing around with creative things, if you like. But, and we've got wives that are all
sharing same
team.
Same
Same star sign.
What did you get up to for Ellen's
So
birthday?
we took the van away again.
All right,
Ice
well,
cream
So
van.
there were a gang of us took the van away to Haxey. It's a place we tend to frequent. We're good.
Weather good?
Drinks. Weather weren't great. By all accounts, it's not been great for about 6 months, has it?
No,
We had,
not really.
Saturday were really nice, and then it just rained either side of it. But no, it was a nice weekend.
Drink a
lots
lot?
of friends. Oh yeah, she got very drunk. Yeah. What about you
Just
guys?
her. Just she got very drunk.
Just
Mark
on
was
our own. On our own. We all sat
Mark was
watching.
sober, we were cooking.
Yeah.
What do you get up to? Because Jem's was like a milestone
it
birthday,
was,
wasn't it?
yeah, we were 40th. In all fairness, it was a brilliant weekend. I went all out, just
Like Rob does.
Yeah, make it a bit
Yeah.
special. So on the Friday, I'd created a card that gave her an itinerary of the weekend. And
Can imagine it, can't you?
All timed as well, was it?
absolutely.
And I bet you'd set all the alarms to go off on your only smart device.
Yeah.
To remind her.
Oh yeah. So on the Friday, she got the what did I just call
Itinerary.
it? Itinerary.
Yeah.
And I'd not planned it on my own. I'd planned it with the sisters. So she was going for breakfast first with her sisters and her grandma and her auntie because I'd been working nights the night before. Although I did surprise her and finished a bit earlier and came home. But meanwhile, the whole plan of that was while she was out, we had a guy come and erect a teepee in back garden.
He snuck home early from work and there's a guy.
Why is Milkman here at this time?
Erecting something.
So, so that morning she went for breakfast. Meanwhile, this guy came and put up I'm calling it a teepee. It looks like a teepee, but they've got a different
Bell
name.
tent.
It is a-
tent,
yeah.
that's
Bell
the
tent,
word.
yeah.
Put up this bell tent, and inside it was made to look like, it got loads of chairs and covers over everything, plants, lighting, fire in the middle. It was brilliant.
We all sound alike.
Unfortunately not.
Next door pulling the
Unfortunately
lighting.
not, no. So that went in back garden, but she didn't know about. Then she went pony trekking with her sister, because they used to go horse riding when they were younger, so a bit of a... and then at night we went for a meal, which Mark and Kurt came to. You would have been invited, but you're away. And then Saturday she went to the spa with her mum and her sisters.
What, the shop?
Yeah, yeah. Just
Well,
spa.
Get us a scratch card while you're there, will you?
So she went to Aquasana, the one at Centre Parks, which is really nice and rather expensive.
Expensive, yeah.
Yeah. She went there. Then at night we got a takeaway. Then Sunday we had a family day where everyone came round. We sat in the bell tent, played games, had food. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, brilliant.
Really good. Yeah,
Wow, did she have fun?
a lot of fun. Yeah,
Good.
and she liked the presents. So.
Good, fantastic. Brilliant.
What about you then, Kirk?
Yeah,
For Daisies?
nothing as elaborate as that. My wife isn't 40 yet. I do believe I've got the youngest wife out of us all.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah. Quite a while away till she's 40 as well.
We've got children older.
For the benefit of the tape, no, they haven't. Well, none that we know about. We just went away to Wales for a couple of days. Got like a little cabin thing that we've got a hot tub and stuff. And
nice.
It was really nice.
Whereabouts in Wales were it?
In Snowdonia. So yeah,
lovely.
We was considering walking up Snowdon. A couple of friends of ours were there camping. They were going to climb Snowdon. After receiving some photos from Mark, another friend of mine, another friend of mine, Suzanne, sending me also photos, almost saying, "Yeah, good luck with that." Me and Daisy decided that we weren't going to climb Snowdon.
They say it weren't great weather, were it?
No,
It wasn't so much like the
He's
cubes
so
like
happy.
Alton
He's
Towers.
so happy. He's so
Really?
happy.
Yeah.
Weather weren't.
Oh, absolutely.
At this time of year?
Absolutely. Easter weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And
I suppose.
there were things on Google because it must listen Google. And my phone must listen to our conversations because I know when you talked about it, and all I'd got on my Google newsfeed from the last few days after that were literally like Snowdon, and there were cars that were getting towed away because they'd parked, irresponsibly, if you like, on the because they're narrow roads around there, aren't they? Mountain rescue can't get to ambulances, etc. Loads of cars got towed away. But anyway, sorry, Kirk.
No, it's all right. We decided that we weren't going to climb Snowdon, as friends did. And then they told us that we'd made absolutely the best decision not to climb it because they said that just the weather, it wasn't actually that busy. They said that, but that was because everyone got the memo, I think, apart from them, that the weather was, he said it was like 30, 40 mile an hour gust winds at the top, snow, it wasn't the most enjoyable thing.
And no doubt foggy. You can't see out. It's sun
absolutely.
isn't it?
If cloud base is low, you're blowing it.
Me and Gemma walked up, we did Snowdonia last year. Snowdon. We did Snowdon last year. And when we set off for the first hour and a half, not 2 hours, it was just fog. You can't see anything.
No.
And then it were great though because in the afternoon it clears.
Did you know they've actually renamed it? The Welsh, I don't think the Welsh government or the Welsh people were sort of really like, look, we need to take ownership back of this because it'd become everybody else's mountain sort of thing. And I think they were they did a poll and they got renamed.
And what's
To
it
what?
renamed
To
to?
what?
Well, in typical Welsh fashion, I think there's only one vowel in it, and it's
okay.
Widfa.
Starting with a G and an L.
Starting with a Y. Y-R, and then W-Y-D-D-F-A.
Wow.
Widfa.
And what does everyone else call it?
Snowdonia.
Alton Towers.
But it were a really nice couple of days, just very chilled, very relaxed. Had something to eat, chilled out in the hot tub in the rain.
Yeah,
Fine.
I know, hot tub.
But no, it were really nice couple of days, really nice breakaway.
And you, Mark, you went away somewhere, didn't you?
Yeah, we went to France, or Paris to be precise.
Oh.
So let me tell you this. Let me tell you this story. So
Did they still say
I
that?
don't know. Did they ever say
they don't do that. That's not French, is it?
I don't know, but I think it's verging on
You sound
cultural
like a-
appropriation. So I think we should move
I
on.
think so. It sounds more like a clown car.
yeah. So anyway, we went to Paris and we went on the Eurostar. So let me little story. So we get on the Eurostar at St Pancras Station. We get onto his carriage
Isn't it called the outside Eurostar?
outside the Eurostar.
Forget it.
I lost on that one as well.
No,
Mark.
We're
Bob got
not
it.
in the Euro. You were not in the Euro anymore, are we?
Oh,
Oh, of course, yeah, that's very
all
true.
okay,
Yeah.
We
So,
can
yeah.
rewind that and laugh if you want us to.
I would just cut it out.
I like the fact that I got it and they didn't.
I know. Well
Yeah.
done, Rob.
Me and Kurt were like, what? What's the story? So anyway, when you're Eurostar, we got us, obviously, you got your seats, your carriage, your coach, should I say. So we get us onto his coach. We've got Aina's got a massive suitcase. I've got like a little suitcase.
Morrison's shopping bag.
Yeah, something like that. So we get on. And anyway, I put my case at the sort of baggage at the end. We go down to our seats. I've got the little case.
What number case was yours along from the front? Because you will have memorised that.
Well, they weren't in a number. It was
What
just
colour
in a,
was it? What colour suitcase was either side?
Oh, I don't know. Well, Aina's got like a leopard thing, so I can't see it a mile off. So. Anyway, we go down. I've got my little case. I've put all that in. There's loads of people, as you imagine. It's like a plane. People taking the coats off, getting the seats. So it's chaos. Walk down to a seats. There's two people sat in the seats.
Oh no!
So
I
I'm
could
like-
I wish Rob would have been there videoing it.
So anyway, I'm not like a naughty boy. I'm not like, get out of my seat. I'm not like that. So I'm looking at him, and this guy's sort of like looking at me as if to say,
Did you do it in that passive way where you're looking at your ticket and you look at the seat and you look at your ticket
Yeah.
and you look at the seat and you look at your ticket and you look at
Yeah.
Like a farce comedy where you just.
yeah, like, you know, I hope you know that I'm actually intimating that you're in my seat, but I'm not saying anything to you.
Anyway, I did that a couple of
Sorry.
times, but I did say to him, "Oh, like there is in my seat's like," and he's like sort of looking at me and said, "Look, don't bother me. I'm sort of trying to get comfy in my seat." I think they were foreign. I think they were French because he didn't really say anything to me. And I'm going, "Yeah."
So hold on, I'm going to stop you there. So what made him French?
Wait,
If he'd not said anything to you, was he wearing a
He had
beret?
onions,
No, he had onions
round his
onions.
neck.
Spoil my joke. I was going to say
And a
that.
white and red striped t-shirt.
Kurt leads me to a punchline. I'm just about to say he comes in with it.
Sorry, Mark, go on. You will get through
Snuck
this
in
story.
there like Italian job.
Shall I carry on? Yeah. So anyway, we've got to. So I said to him, "Well, I think you're in my seats," like, and he's looking at me in disgust, so like, "Yeah, don't bother me." And he's like, "Yeah, this is carriage B or whatever," and he's like, "Yeah, it's carriage B," and I'm going, "No, it's A," and he's going, "No, it's B." And anyway, another woman, she intervenes, going, "No, you definitely ain't one coach to this guy." Bearing in mind, this family sat down and because I think his kids were in front or whatever, but I don't know. Anyway, so. Long story short, I said, "Listen, it's fine. If you're in next carriage, we'll go down to the next carriage. You stay here, we'll go to the next one." So we went to the next one, me and Aina. So I'm going to go and get my case, massive case, go down, next train. As we're walking into this train, it's utter chaos. What's I'm laughing at? What's happening? Utter chaos in this train. There's kids crying, there's kids running around. Aina's chuntering behind me going, "I'm not happy about this." I put the case in that one, massive case, walk down to her seats. Aina's like, no, baby's crying. Anyway, obviously, Aina's sort of quite loud. Woman who's got babies looking at Aina has this, "I dare you" type thing, but she doesn't say anything. It's all facial stuff going off. I put my little case up on, the thing, overhead thing. Aina's like, no, I'm not happy about this. I'm going back to the next one. So she sets off going back to the next carriage to tell the two people to get out to come to these because it's too noisy. So I'm like, great. So I get my case back down, get me every. I've got to get. Bear in mind, there's people getting on and off, and the coats and all this utter chaos. So
Is
anyway,
this
get
where
me
this
other
fades
case.
to black and then comes back again a short time later?
Yeah. Go to the next carriage. Aina's telling these two people to sort of get out the seats, basically. Bearing in mind, these two people's got they've got flask art, they've got puzzle books, laptops. They're all settled into the seats. They're not really wanting to move. I'm going towards Aina, putting big case back. By this time, we've upset train next door. We've upset this train here.
I bet you're almost there,
Chaos.
aren't you?
And then it's not even set up at this point. And then I realised I've picked up wrong case. I've got someone else's case. So I'm like,
There's a bloke chasing him.
so I'm like, hang on a minute, this is not my case. I've got to
Drug trafficker.
So I go.
Mark's walking around with a case full of cocaine. It's a Colombian drug.
So I go back to the next carriage with his suitcase. I can see there's like another guy. He looks foreign to me as well. He looked French. He's looking agitated, like, as in, what are you doing? And I'm thinking, oh my God. So I'm trying to calm him down, going, "Listen, mate, I'm really sorry." Again, he's not really saying anything to me. I'm then trying to find my case because I'm trying to calm this guy down because I've took his case. Anyway, I get my case. I finally get into the next carriage. This family's got all the stuff out. They get all the stuff and into the next train. We finally sit down. By this point, obviously, train's in utter chaos.
But hold on. How did you get him out of the seats? What did you say to him to say?
What, the two foreigners?
Yeah, the ones that have got your tickets.
Well, I just basically said, "You're in wrong seats, mate." Well, Aina had done most of that, to be fair.
Had she?
So she turfed him out. But they was in the wrong seats because this other woman that had intervened was saying to him, "No, you're definitely in wrong seats."
We need to get someone from the police to write or get in touch with this company and request CCTV. We need to put some video to this. I'd love to see this and put the Benny Hill theme tune to it. Yeah.
So, anyway, nothing happened from that. We sat down and off we went to France. Going to France. Have any of you guys been to France?
Yeah, Paris.
Have you been on the metro?
No.
It was a long time. No, in fact, no. I
Because
No, I haven't.
we went on. I mean, it's busy. I mean, I've been on London Underground, but this metro's on a different planet. So we queued, the doors open. trying to get onto Metro, and like it's super quick. Doors are shutting. We didn't even get on. This guy got strapped in door. I mean, me and Aina stood there going, "What's going off?" And then doors shut on him, and then passengers on train trying to pull him on before this tube sets off. I mean, it was proper scary. Then next train that comes, it was like something from 1970s. I kid you not. You had to open the doors yourself. They weren't electric. I'm like, is this a thing? Honestly, I was super scared. And then not only that, I mean, you go to Eiffel Tower, right? And then there's bloody, building sites going up. There's like building around bottom of it. What is it?
Putting an extension on it.
Yeah, well, they're doing some sort of, I don't know, security fencing around it or something. I don't know if it's something to do with Olympics, but everywhere I've been, you go to these tourist places, don't you? I mean, I went to Acropolis, building site. They've got like scaffolding around it. I went to
The
Colosseum.
Acropolis that looks
Kirk.
like the apocalypse.
I went to Colosseum with you, Kirk, didn't I?
Yeah.
What were around it?
Well,
Scaffolding.
Scaffolding and a lot of rain.
Yeah. Everywhere you go to these places,
Is Ian looking forward to her next birthday?
Well, I can't wait. Honestly. And then driving in Paris, it's on another planet, isn't it? They're on the phones. I mean, is that a thing?
Oh, it's
They're driving around.
I remember being stood on top of the Arc de Triomphe, around that roundabout, and just watching the traffic around that roundabout in Paris, and it is just insane.
Chaos,
They literally
isn't it?
just beat their own, don't they, and just cut across four
yeah.
lanes.
I must admit it's the same in Cairo. That when we went to Egypt, I've never seen any. I was absolutely petrified. I've never seen it, like you say, anything like it. All you can hear is cars beeping at each other, and they're just cutting across.
Yeah.
And I think in some places there's probably 6 or 7 lanes of traffic, and they're all going in opposite directions.
Morocco's exactly the same.
It's
I
crazy.
remember being on in a taxi in Morocco, and there were a motorbike with 3 people on each other's shoulders. What? 3 people high on a motorbike.
Yeah.
Like,
You're just waiting for them to go under a low bridge,
Yeah.
aren't you?
and I swear, and then there were another one where they got literally 2 guys on a motorbike, and they must have got like sheep in boxes, and they got one on
Sheep
each
in boxes? There must be bloody big boxes.
not a box, like a pen.
in a
With
cage?
chicken fencing
Oh,
round.
yeah.
One on his back and one on either side across like a thing to balance them. And each passenger up back, and they're just mental, absolutely mental.
Wow. So did you manage to get up the Eiffel Tower, Mark?
No.
Oh.
2-hour waiting queue, and Aina's going, "No, I'm not having none of that," and off she went. So we didn't bother. Although you can't get round it. There's like they've like put a glass wall all the way around it. You've got a queue to get underneath it.
Like
Security
barrier.
thing. Like security thing. So
I
you've got a
suppose
queue
it
to
could
get
be a risk,
underneath it, and then you've got a queue to go up it.
Wow.
So anyway, we finally got off Metro, got to his hotel room. They're renovating his hotel room. So I'm like, what's going on here?
Got in there, the scaffolding round bed.
Right, bed.
I'm like, so anyway, we get to his room. There's nothing in the room other than a bed. There's no tea coffee making facilities, no wardrobe, no TV, nothing.
A carpet?
So, well, luckily we were a carpet, but it looked like it'd been pulled up and put that down just for us. So we're like trying to complain to the French guy, obviously on reception. He's having none of it. He's like, we're doing all French stuff. And I'm like, well, I don't know what you're saying. So I gave up with that. I mean, it's just anyway. And then what's weird, right?
I'm going to put you forward to be foreign secretary. Could you imagine?
So I need to ask you then, Mark. So
Yeah.
you went to Paris, took
Yeah.
Aina for her birthday.
Yeah.
It sounds like you had fun.
Great fun. It was eventful. Honestly, mine and Aina's holidays are great fun.
But so the hotel was under renovation,
Well, yeah, because they were doing it for Paris Olympics, apparently.
right? And you couldn't get up the Eiffel Tower.
No.
So
What did I do?
What did you do?
Well, we went to Arc de Triomphe.
Did you go up it? Did you go up the Arc de Triomphe and stand on the top? And
No, it was closed.
okay.
We went to the Louvre.
I am never going anywhere with you.
into the Louvre.
No, we didn't go into it. We just went round it. As in the glass pyramid top round it. You know the glass pyramid
yeah.
thing
So you
at the
didn't
top.
go in it.
No, there were a queue.
Brilliant.
That looked like 2 hours as
I
well.
can't believe you go to touristy places.
Yeah, just to take photos, and then we go out like Louvre and then walk off.
And how long were you there for?
Oh, the Louvre. Well, we
No,
did.
how long was you in Paris for?
Oh, a day. 2 days travelling. Although we did go to the Louvre, there was a cafe near it. We went to it, really posh, and we went there. And I think Aina had a croissant and I had half a beer. They didn't seem to do pints in many places. And she had a coffee of like €40 or something.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
Did she have a good birthday?
Yeah, she loved it. Yeah. Seriously,
Did
she
you
loved
love
it. Well, yes, I did. But I mean, would I have done that for like a city trip? No, not. I mean, we must have spent I don't know £1,600 on this trip.
Yeah, but look at it, as you've got those stories to tell.
Yeah. Very
They're funny stories, and you've shared them with everyone now as well. They're not wasted.
Open to the world.
They've not been wasted stories. Hey, I'll tell you what. I've got to tell you, Gemma got a birthday present, right?
Yeah.
Which was obviously very apt because it was a 40th.
A birthday, yeah.
Yeah, well, it was a birthday, yeah. And the present she got was apt because it was the 40th birthday game. And it essentially is just a game. I was playing it today and I really enjoyed it. And I thought, I'm bringing this to the pub to play with you boys.
I'm intrigued.
Okay.
Okay.
You'd say it's general knowledge, but it's multiple choice. But I thought, I'll bring it and I'll test the boys' knowledge.
Oh, dear.
But I don't really know how to do it best because technically...
It's not like it's brain teaser, is it?
no, definitely not. But it's
Same time next week.
it's meant to be played in 2 teams, so I don't know if you want to split in half and do it.
Half, all 3 of us.
Two,
What, 1.5 on each team?
so me and Kirk versus Mark and Mark,
But you no answer to the question, so you're going to go.
no,
answer.
I'm not reading them all. We'd play it like the game, as in me and Mark versus
Me?
you and Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How come I've got the short straw?
He's short, isn't he, Rob?
What's the game called?
So it's called the 40th birthday game.
Oh.
Brain teasing fun.
Oh, no.
All on the theme of 40.
Okay.
Right. So it's all on the theme of 40.
And I've got the guy on my team that his 40th birthday was the furthest away.
Yeah.
Me, you're on about?
Yeah.
It was only a couple of years ago.
Kids are studying your 40th in history.
So basically,
have
multiple
we
choice.
started?
No, I'm just saying multiple choice. I haven't read these. I absolutely assure you that what I've just took out of that box was exactly as they were when we last played it. Right?
Okay.
I've seen the top one, so we may as well start.
So you're going to ask me and Mark a question?
I'm going to ask you and Mark a question, right?
Okay. Me?
How the
Yes,
actual
you.
game
We're
works.
We're on the same side,
Oh,
Mark.
okay. Right. Brilliant.
You're having some fun with your glasses there, Mark, aren't you?
They keep slipping down.
Just take them off if you're not going to wear
No,
them.
but I might read in a minute. I might read.
So how it works, you can keep continuing. Every time you get a question right, you can continue on to the next question. But if you get it wrong, you lose all the points you earned in that round.
Can we bank the points then?
Yes. And then it moves on to the next person's
Okay.
turn.
Or is it
Okay.
a bit like when you bank points on that game? Well, we had Robinson. You go bank.
Weakest link.
Yeah, you go bank, don't you? Every so often.
If you want to see it like that, mate, you see
You
it
don't
like
know
that.
that.
It
They'll
must
ask
have
you a
been-
question, they'll
must
go
have been
bank.
20 years ago since I watched
People listening will know what I'm talking
do.
about. Carry on, Rob.
Go on then, Rob.
Right, are you ready? I'm getting rid of that first one because it's rubbish.
All right.
So, days before J.K. Rowling's 40th birthday, the 6th Harry Potter broke all sales records, selling 9 million copies on the first day of its release. What was it called?
Over to
A.
Kirk.
The Order of the Phoenix. B. The Half-Blood Prince. Or C. The Deathly Hallows.
The Deathly Hallows.
Have I got to answer as well?
Well, you're a team.
I'm going to say he's on my team.
Okay.
He knows the answer, not me. I don't know.
You're wrong.
He's right. What?
It was the Half-Blood Prince.
Can I have somebody else on my team? Bear in mind, he's an Harry Potter expert.
Seemingly.
The 6th book. I got confused because the Deathly Hallows is book 7, but in the films they did it in part 1 and part 2, didn't
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So you love them films as well,
they?
don't you?
I do. I've read all the books twice, and I've watched the films at least 3 times, and I've been to see the one in the show in London.
I would love to see
It's
that.
incredible.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely incredible. The
So-
Cursed Child, absolutely incredible.
I'm not going to go into it. We went to watch Stranger Things, and it's the same visual design. He does all the special effects.
Mind blowing. Absolutely mind blowing.
Incredible.
So, true or false? At the age of 40, sprinter Kim Collins ran a 100-metre race in 9.93 seconds, becoming the oldest man to break the 10-second barrier.
Now, I've never heard of Kim Collins.
Well, I thought it were a woman at first
Who's to say it's not?
because it
Because
says
it says the oldest man to break the
gotcha.
10-second barrier. That's the giveaway.
I tell you, I do something floating around in the old grey matter
Yeah.
that says that this is true. I remember something where somebody was the oldest person to break a record, but it could be a swimming record by all accounts, not a running one.
I can't see why it'd be false.
I know.
I can't see why you'd make that up if
Yeah.
it was false.
Should we go true?
True.
Correct.
Yes. Shall we go? Play again.
Play again.
Play
yeah.
again.
Play again. So,
When do I get to play again?
who wrote these words? When 40 winters shall besiege thy brow, and dig deep trenches in the beauty's field, thy youth's proud livery, so gazed on now, will be tottered weed of small worth held.
Right. So, were you thinking?
Do you want the multiple choice?
But it sounds like Mark don't need it. Let's see what Mark says first.
I was going to say something like either Wordsworth or
I won't have a bloody clue. We've got to guess the writer of that. I mean, it's the multiple choice, but it's the writer.
Yes? I can give you the multiple choice if you want.
yeah, or the guy that did all the walks. Go on.
Go on, give him a then.
Okay, so it's either A, Bob Dylan, B, William Shakespeare,
Ooh.
C, Oscar Wilde.
Oh,
Oh, well, I
and
mean,
that's that then.
so I don't think it's Shakespeare. Oscar Wilde, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm with you, Rob. I
Yeah?
think thy brow. It's not. Ooh, read it again.
Okay.
Now you said Bob Dylan. I'm trying to picture him singing
I thought
it in
I
a
did-
smoky, croaky voice.
I thought I did well to read it first time
You
off
did,
the
yeah,
cuff, to be
yeah.
honest. When 40 winters shall besiege thy brow, and dig deep trenches in thy beauty's field, thy youth's proud livery, so gazed on now, will be tottered weed of small worth held.
That was beautiful.
Thanks.
You read that really nice.
Thanks.
I preferred the first time.
Oh, did you? I think Oscar Wilde.
I think it's a proper. Yeah, go for it.
You think, yeah? Oscar Wilde.
Incorrect. William Shakespeare.
All right, you ready? Are you ready, Mark?
I'm ready. I'm back in.
Right. 40 degrees Fahrenheit is approximately how many degrees Celsius?
Why is Kurt looking straight at me?
Because
A.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Hang on.
A4, B10, C16.
I'm going to have a guess at 16.
I'd have a guess at 16.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Cool.
4.
Brilliant.
That don't make any
did you know
sense.
that, Mark?
Yeah, he knew it.
Like that.
He knew it.
Oh,
Fab. We're doing really well, Mark.
I mean, we're not
can we
doing much
bank?
better.
Bank.
I thought we'd have been way better than this.
Okay, which of the following people
Is there,
had-
is there another game with different numbers that we could be better at?
Can I just ask a
one.
question? The 40 connection's a bit of a loose. It's a very loose connection, isn't it?
Well, yeah, everything's got 40 in it, though, to
Yeah,
some
but
degree.
it's a little bit loose.
Yes, I agree.
Which of the following people had, together with their husband, accumulated a fortune of over $500 million by the age of 40? A. Victoria Beckham. B. Cameron Diaz. C. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Now then,
I'd like to answer this.
They weren't this hard last week.
I'm going to go either Gwyneth Paltrow or the Beckhams. Because Gwyneth Paltrow would have been with Chris Martin.
Yes.
So they obviously ridiculously rich. But
Yeah.
I don't know to that extent if it would be like, what did you say, 500 million?
$500 million is a
lot
lot
of money.
of money, isn't
Yeah.
it?
The Beckhams are huge, aren't they?
Yeah.
With the fashion and the aftershaves and whatever else Beckham does.
I'd say. Who at the one?
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz, yeah. I'd say Victoria Beckham.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Victoria
Yeah.
Beckham.
Correct. Are you moving on or are you banking?
Well, let's move on. Biscuit
Move on,
for a biscuit.
move on.
Risky
Yeah.
for a biscuit. Can you arrange these events of the last 40 years
God.
in the
Can we
order
bank?
that they happened?
Go on.
Braveheart wins Best Picture at the Oscars. Dolly the Sheep is born. The Exxon Valdez oil spill.
Now, the Exxon Valdez oil spill, that was the one with, was it BP?
Yes.
So that would have been 2000 and, I want to say 2003, something like that. Or was it
Yeah.
later than that? Or am I thinking of...
I think it's more like 2005. But
okay, so I think Dolly the Sheep came before Braveheart.
and I thought Braveheart came first.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
I
Let's go with yours, Rob.
think
then
Braveheart, Dolly,
Dolly.
that one.
Yeah.
What, so you think A, B, C?
Yes.
Incorrect.
Oh,
It's C, A, B.
Oh.
So the Exxon Valdez oil spill, then Braveheart wins Best Picture at the Oscars, then Dolly the sheep was born.
Well,
does,
listen.
does it say what years they were?
No.
We are definitely, how bad we are at this, we are never going to complete this. I'm going to give you one last chance. If you get any right,
Yeah.
and bank, you've won. Because
But you've got 1 point.
Did we bank?
Oh, no, you didn't bank, didn't you?
No, we
oh,
didn't
no,
bank.
no, I forgot about that
So,
banking thing.
get this
so just
right.
get this right and bank, and we've won.
And you've
Oh,
won.
brilliant. Here we go. Is it pop music?
Did you read that card? That's
I didn't.
On top?
No, I swear.
Okay. Arrange these hit songs of the last 40 years in the order that they were first released, from first to most recent.
Oh, dear.
A. Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Elton John. B. Papa Don't Preach? Madonna. C. Achy Break Your Heart? Billy Ray Cyrus.
This is on you, mate. I'm sorry.
This
I know
is-
all the songs, I must admit.
Yeah, it's tricky. So just read them again. So it's
Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Papa Don't Preach? Achy Break Your Heart.
No pressure, DJ.
I would say, because they're all 90s. So Achy Breaky Heart first.
This is the order that they were first released, yeah?
Yeah, I would say Achy Breaky Heart. I would say first, and then which is about 92, and then I'd say Papa Don't Preach. I'm going to say that's about 94, and then Can You Feel the Love Tonight, which is obviously from Lion King. That's 94, I think.
CBA is what you're going for, yeah?
CA. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
CBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
I know. Well,
The answer was Papa Don't Preach, Achy Break Your Heart, Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Oh,
Would you have got that right, Mark? I wouldn't have got that right. But lesson learned, we are terrible at games.
terrible. I need to get another job.
Don't bring another game to the pub.
Yeah, if anyone ever
Stick
wants
to your brain teasers, Rob.
Yeah.
if anyone ever wants to know how bad we are at quizzes, you just need to go back to the New Year quiz one that we did. You can see how
Absolutely.
bad we are at
Yeah,
quizzes.
terrible.
Absolutely. So Jem got that for her birthday then, that game?
Yeah.
How did she do? Did you?
A damn sight better than we did.
That's not difficult, is it?
She got 2 right.
She actually won. Her team won.
I tell you something though, that I've just been sat here thinking now about, like, obviously what we were saying about that all our wives share within a
Yeah.
week. That does mean, I do think Mark mentioned it a little bit earlier.
Me?
It does. No, the other one. It does mean that they all are the same star sign.
Yeah.
So I believe
Yeah.
it makes them all Aries.
Yeah.
My star signs are horrendous, but yeah, because so they will all be the same star sign. Yeah.
Which is quite strange because because obviously when you say about like star signs, a lot of people that believe in horoscopes and stuff like that think that a certain star sign gives you certain attributes. Is that the
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
word that I'm
Yeah,
looking for?
attributes, yeah.
Characteristics.
Yeah.
But yeah, each of our wives is very, very different.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah.
So do you believe in all that? Do you believe in horoscopes and stuff?
no. What
Well,
about you?
it's funny because
Oh, Rob does.
I don't believe in any of the spirituality thing. I don't
No.
believe in any of that. But horoscopes, when you read your horoscope, you really can align with it. Oh, I certainly align with
you mean
mine.
the certain type of person you should be if you were that? Yeah, I'm
Is it,
exactly the same.
is it an archetype? Is that,
Oh,
or is
I
that
think-
something
would that-
different?
That's
No.
a big word.
I think that would be the right word. Yeah.
And yeah, I do. I absolutely do. And you know, if you read a different one and go, yeah, but look, read another one and see if that aligns with you, and you go, no, it doesn't. Or
Really?
there might be.
Oh, come on.
Well.
Hold on. Make sure we're talking about the same thing here, Mark. Just so we're not
Yeah.
talking about what's going to happen, like predicting.
Yeah.
Right.
Rob's talking about a
the
typical
person.
A typical.
Well,
And just let me clarify, that doesn't mean that there isn't one other or even dare push it to 2 other that you can go, yeah, loosely, but the one that I actually am does fit me perfectly.
Mine does.
I must admit, and unlike you, Rob, I'm not into this spirituality thing.
No.
But I did go through a phase of reading my horoscopes, and you know, and I don't know why, and a lot of them are a bit, you know, well, they're all.
Today you're going to
Yeah,
breathe.
you know, a woman's going to walk past your house backwards with a red bag and trip over a black and white cart whilst drinking a cup of tea. You know what I mean? You're like, what? To every Libran.
That
Do you know what
happened
I
to
mean?
me yesterday.
Yeah. But like you said, when you look at they say like characteristics of a particular star sign, and you go, actually, yeah, mine does read true. However, I do also think that as humans, we do try to find ways to make things fit, don't we? So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
could say, well, actually, that is like me, but there might be other things that are like you as well that fall into another one, and
Mark,
you know.
What is your star sign, Mark?
Aquarius.
So I'm just going to search it.
I mean, I don't really buy into what you guys are sort of saying with horoscopes because two things. One, Devon Brown did a lot of sort of thing on horoscopes, and he found all the holes in it, and how people want to believe it, and they read things and all this lot.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Russell Grant guy from years ago, he was caught in a controversy about. Because you know what I'm talking about. First of all, this short, dumpy guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he were doing horoscopes for obviously newspapers way back in '80s, and then somebody, I don't know who it were, but somebody had done some research on it way before social media and that. And basically, all they were doing is 20 years later, it were just using the same horoscopes where he printed 20 years earlier, word for word. It were just reusing them.
Really?
Yeah.
And people, and I don't mean like as in, you're gonna have a bit of luck today, and you're gonna find a new job. I mean literally, the word for word. And then to make matters worse, he were then jumbling up. So he weren't just using the same Aquarius one from 20 years ago, and then stuck it with, I don't know, cancer or whatever. And you're like, really? And he's like an expert in it, so I'm not buying any of it.
I must admit, I mean, I went through a stage of reading my horoscope. I think everyone does
yeah.
and keeps an eye on it, and I don't believe in the whole fortune telling of it. Because the stars
Mystic
are aligned,
Meg.
and and stuff. Mystic Meg, Mystic Meg. But I do like you've said. If I read I'm Scorpio, and if I read what a typical Scorpio is, I read it and I go, that is me, without a shadow of a doubt. That is me. So here you go, Mark. So Aquarian. Let's decide whether this is Mark.
Here we go.
HQs, Nick's suitcases.
I think we might be able to answer
me. That's me.
I think we might be able to answer it on the first sentence. Aquarians are highly intellectual and creative.
Well, there we go. It's truly true. Case shut.
Marked by independence, they don't like to be instructed what to do.
Yeah.
While they can be social, they are not likely to participate in social interactions unless they truly want to. Aquarians are ideas people, never suffering a drought of inspiration. What do we think? Do we think that's Mark?
Do you know what?
It's all a bit loose, though, isn't it?
Well, yeah. And actually, for the first time, no, I don't think it does match Mark.
You don't. You see,
It doesn't. It don't. It's a bit like when people write things on dating things where they go, love being outdoors, but love being outdoors as well.
Yeah.
You're like, well, you
that's
just
the same thing. They love being outdoors and they love being outdoors as well.
Sorry, I meant indoor. Love being indoors, but like being outdoors as well. And you're like, well,
You're right with those glasses, Mark.
I know. I need to get one of them things that you put in your eye, don't you?
Michael.
For the benefit of
You're
the
not even
tape,
wearing them, so just take them off.
for the benefit of the tape, Mark's got his glasses resting on the top of his head, but
The
they
reading
keep
glasses.
falling down, and he won't take them off.
He doesn't have much in the way of resistance on his head either.
I keep looking at my phone. So it's a bit like because people's going, what's he talking about? We indoors and outdoors, but on these like dating, they'll go, love being indoors, but also being like outdoors. And you're like, well, that's just getting on with your life. That's going outside and being in. So it's same with horoscopes. you just put things just fit to whatever.
Yeah, but listen to this, Mark. So I've just clicked the link that says what is an Aquarius flaw. Right. All right. Listen to this.
Am I getting my cone walking out of here?
They're one of the fixed zodiac signs, which means they can be super stubborn, dogmatic, and self-righteous about their views.
I know, but listen, that does apply to me. But in fairness, I could say that. I mean, that applies to Kirk to some degree.
Absolutely.
So
they don't like to back down to admit they're wrong. Well,
that's more Kirk than
that
me.
is definitely more you.
that is me.
Kirk, I want to know Gemini's.
Oh,
That's
God.
mine.
Hold on. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Split personality.
He can't spell. He can't
That's the
speak.
twins, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, then, Rob, I found it. Gemini. Playful and intellectually curious. Gemini's constantly juggling a variety of passions, hobbies, careers, and friend groups. They are the social butterflies of the zodiac. These quick-witted twins can talk to anyone about anything. Find them buzzing between happy hours, dinner parties, and dance floors.
Hey.
I'll just take a bow. Can I?
Rob the Raver.
Hang on a minute, mine were quite negative. Yeah, his is all like flowers and butterflies. What's going off there?
Would you agree, Mark?
Yes.
That does represent me to some
Well,
degree.
yes, it does. But parts of that would also fit in with me.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
that's
I
what
think
I'm
that's what
saying.
you're saying.
Yeah.
You find
You find things in it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
you do.
exactly what star signs are.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Listen,
Exactly.
it goes to show what I said from the beginning. That what all 4 of our wives are Aries, but yet all 4 of them are completely different people.
Yes.
Time at the bar, please.
Read the Aries one then. Let's see if we can find associations
Yes.
that we think actually that does connect. 'Cause, we probably will, because that's exactly what it is. What you were saying about Derren Brown, it's all suggestive, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's sort of planting things, and you go, oh yeah, actually, I once did that in 1984.
So, Aries people are bold, energetic, full of vitality, charismatic, fun, lively, passionate, and driven by their hearts and desires.
And on that note, it's been a pleasure.
See you next week, guys.
Do you have a dilemma? Maybe a burning question you're longing to be answered, or you just want to get in touch with us? Why not drop us a voice note or a message over email at innthechat@gmail.com. That's 2 N's, not 1 N, because 1 N, it doesn't matter. innthechat@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you.